This is something else that's going to make me break into song. The Swiss Rosti. Oh my goodness. These are the most delicious stuffed potato pieces from Swiss Rosti. And this is a new offer. Only day this month we're presenting this. $47.75 or 3 easy pays of $15.92 on a major credit card. Inspired by a Swiss recipe that Stephen Caldwell, who you'll meet in a moment, discovered. And he has basically Americanized it with flavors that we love here. So you get incredibly flavorful potatoes, all stuffed with a combination of cream cheese and fresh herbs. All of them, 24, you get them for $47.75. They're crispy and delicious and potatoey and cheesy, all in one delicious bite. Let me welcome in the gentleman behind the Swiss Rosti, Stephen Caldwell. Welcome in. It's always a pleasure to have you here with us.
Pat and Jane, it is absolutely a thrill to be here with you and to be offering such an amazing offering for only $47.75. And they are crispy, they're shredded, and they are delicious. And we've got a lot to talk about.
We do.
So for the holidays.
When we do our Swiss Rosti, often we spend lots of times doing the cheese pull with the melty cheese. This is a little bit different. This is a stuffed Swiss Rosti with a cream cheese and herb blend. Talk to us about what's inside of these, if you would, Stephen.
Okay.
Well, because we're eating, Stephen.
Go ahead, talk to us. We're eating.
Sorry, that was as long as we could hold off.
That's your cue.
Yeah.
Do you see this? You see how crispy they are? They came out of my oven at 25 to 30 minutes at 400. They came out of the air fryer, crispy, shredded, and delicious in 17 to 18 minutes.
Wow.
And look at this. We're talking holidays. We're talking comfort food. What I've done here is what we're all waiting to get into in the holidays. Having guests over, having bites that we can pass around, pairing them with wine. What I did today was I cut them in half. And here's a quick trick.
Okay.
Everybody at home, you take scissors, you cut them just like that, and look, you don't crush them with a knife or anything. You're going to take that. We're going to wrap this with bacon.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to put that on the plate. Then what we do is we're topping it with sour cream, a little bit of chives, and we top it off with another piece of bacon on top of there. And look at that. So I've used 1, 2, 3. I've used 3 of these Rostis, and I've got a plate loaded for friends and family, and we could just keep doing this all night long. But it's a twice-baked potato. It's got all the usual suspects: sour cream, chives, cream cheese, and a really nice coarse cracked pepper finish that's going to keep everybody who loves crispy hash browns, right? Saltiness of the hash browns with this surprise inside. They're absolutely delicious, and we're so happy to be offering something that we have never done before.
Well, and you know, this is one of those things that really goes with everything from breakfast with your Eggs Benedict. If you love potato on top of that, and we actually have the Smithfield sausage on there, as well as 2 Swiss Rostis, like with this, using that as the bread on the amazing poached egg. Or it could be the side that you use with your steak.
New York strip steak.
We've got the New York strip steaks coming up. Or the Rastelli pork loin. Or use it as an appetizer. We have something from Falker Fusion coming up, a combination of egg rolls and the bao buns. But this could be a separate little appetizer. So there's a lot of ways, to your point, Stephen, you can use them. But the Swiss Rosti itself is the most tender shredded potato. And I love potatoes. I'm a potato girl.
I like
But they're
potatoes too.
stuffed with that cream cheese and chives, like all the things that we typically like to put on our potatoes is already in them. So all you do is take them and put them right out from the freezer into your air fryer or into your oven, and let them crisp up, and then they're delicious and good for whatever you want to use them for.
It's so crispy.
You know, it's for that person. My kid loves home fries. My mom used to make home fries all the time for my dad. And listen, I don't have that much. band space in my repertoire.
The patience to do it because they always come out either burnt or undercooked.
Yeah, it this is so much better.
So much
and
better.
if you go to the drive-through, I don't know what those things are that they give you in that little half pack and they call it a home fry. This is a really, to me, Stephen, this is an elegant way to present potatoes.
Exactly.
They're slightly crispy on the outside, and then everything I would have put on top of my potato is already in there.
And you get those flavors every time you take a bite. You get a little bit of that cream cheese. You get a little bit of the pepper, the herbs, and all the good stuff that's inside. It's not the gooey, oozy, cheesy one that you typically would see, but this gives you some more variety to add to your table. So only day that we're presenting it this month. They're brand new. You get a 24 count. I'm sorry to interrupt you. And there's no no auto delivery in this offer. So only way to get it is to just place your order for it. Sorry, go ahead, Stephen.
Hey, and when you're talking about that, it's that crispiness on the outside.
Right.
There hasn't been one chef that I've ever met that I've served these to that hasn't said, you nailed the mouthfeel. Most people who haven't had them yet, and you can't untaste a Swiss Rosti, right? But most people who, their expectation is, it looks crispy, but they're thinking of like a croquette or something that's mashed. When you bite into it, you get that crunch. Then you get that shred, right? That mouthful shred, and then you get that surprise inside with the sour cream and the cream cheese. Look what I've done here. Side of plate, topped it with sour cream, bacon and chives with the salad. You're ready anytime during the day.
is the item number. Continue in the process. And Stephen, thank you so much for bringing these back to us. Good to see you.
Great to see you. Happy fall, everybody.
All right. Jane, we've got 1 hour and 4 minutes remaining.
Yes.
So for all those only show price items, we're on the clock.